Welcome back to lesson number 95. I am one self, united with my Creator. Have a comfortable seat, rest with your eyes closed. I'll read the opening paragraph. Today's idea, I am one self, united with my Creator, accurately describes you as God created you. You are one within yourself and one with Him. Yours is the unity of all creation. Your perfect unity makes change in you impossible. You do not accept this, and you fail to recognize it must be so, because you believe that you have changed yourself already. See, we can't understand perfection. We can't understand the perfectly abstract nature of oneness, because we live in a world of twos, of pairs, a world of duality, which is the perfect place the ego can hide from perfection. Everything we see around us is a perfect replication of what we are not. And in that sense, it can make the undoing quite straightforward. Have your left leg in front of the right, and we will have a seat on the bolster. The Sukhasana shape. Close your eyes and curve forward. With your eyes closed, you just observe the change in the shape of your body, the change in sensations. Without judgment, observe the change, knowing this change is not who you are. Remember, it says your perfect unity makes change in you impossible. It's not talking about the body. It's not talking about you as a personality. It's talking about you in truth, and me in truth. Our shared unity as one self, united with our Creator. See, it's hard to even speak in singular terms. Words cannot describe our reality. So it takes a paragraph here and goes into the nature of the self construct, the ego. You see yourself as a ridiculous parody on God's creation, weak, vicious, ugly, and sinful, miserable, and beset with pain. Such is your version of yourself, a self divided into many warring parts, separate from God and tenuously held together by its erratic and capricious maker, the ego, to which you pray unwittingly. It does not hear your prayers, for it is deaf. It does not see the oneness in you, for it is blind. It does not understand you are the Son of God, for it is senseless and understands nothing. How much faith and trust we continue to put in the nothingness. Slowly raise up. And once up, change the cross of your legs. And slowly curve again. Feeling into the shape, feeling into your body, we slip beyond it. That's what I love about this practice, is that we can come into these shapes and use everything about them to slip beyond them. In doing so, we're reaching into the healed mind. There's the physiology, there's all the physical qualities that seem to happen here in this shape, but none of it stands on its own in form. It's all a reflection of the mind. And so we keep journeying, we keep returning to the mind. And here it says in paragraph 3, we will attempt today to be aware only of what can hear and see and what makes perfect sense. We will again direct our exercises toward reaching your one self, which is united with its creator. In patience and in hope, we try again today. True hope is what this is describing. There is no hope that really works in the world. We can hope for this and hope for that, but it's really a wish for more of nothing. True hope is in reaching our reality as one with God in heaven. And so it says, in patience and in hope, we try again today. Phone home and make the connection. Raise slowly back up. Once up, you may lean against the wall, rest your hands on your knees, your thighs, sit with the shape, sit with any sensation. I'm going to summarize a few of these paragraphs here. It's a long lesson. The lesson is encouraging us to really to really work at the mind training that this course really is. Use the first 5 minutes of every waking hour for practicing the idea. It says it is difficult at this point not to allow your mind to wander if it undertakes extended practice. You have surely realized this by now. So the longer it asks us to practice, the more the mind wants to wander. The shorter, reminders, it's easier. You have seen the extent of your lack of mental discipline and of your need for mind training. It is necessary that you be aware of this, for it is indeed a hindrance to your advance. So there's no judgment, just saying, hey, be aware of this tendency. I'd like you to extend your legs out now, about mat width apart, and have your strap handy. Mat width apart with your legs. You won't need the strap quite yet, but just activate your legs, bring the toes towards you. You can continue to lean against the wall. You can have your eyes closed. And stay with this. Just stay with this activity in your legs. Bring the toes to you. Feel the center point of the heel, which is usually an internal rotation of the thighs. Just feel the mental discipline it takes to maintain this effort in a sustainable way. Don't try to maximize it. Keep your muscles on. Keep them engaged. Yeah. And then relax your effort. Feel the release. As sustainable as we try to be in the world and in our body and in our physical practice here, there's no substitute for the sustainability of God. Nothing lasts in form. The next paragraph points out the recognition of the difficulties we have with sustained attention. Unless you are reminded of your purpose frequently, you tend to forget about it for long periods of time. You often fail to remember the short applications of the idea for the day, and you have not yet formed the habit of using the idea as an automatic response to temptation. So here we are at lesson number 95, and Spirit is just informing us, saying, hey, stop avoiding what it is you truly want. Structure then is necessary for you at this time. Frequent reminders. Regularity in terms of time is not the ideal requirement for the most beneficial form of practice. It is advantageous, however, for those whose motivation is inconsistent and who remain heavily defended against learning. I am one self united with my Creator. So we want to keep coming back to these 5 minutes every hour if possible. It's always possible. We just need to remind ourselves. Now activate your legs again. Pull your toes towards you. And then you're going to turn and look at your right foot. We may use the strap here. We may not need it. You're just going to turn and look at your right foot. Keep the left leg engaged as well. And slowly start to bring your forehead toward your left knee, which I keep pointing to your right knee, but that'll be all right. That's it. Let your head relax. Now, the right hand goes onto the bolster beside your hip, and it presses down into the bolster to bring a gentle twist through the spine and push a little weight onto the left sit bone. Yeah, we won't use the strap today. So you're good here. Keep extending the knee, keep feeling for the center of the heel. The right hand evokes a little twist, the left hand is supportive, the left leg active, the left heel centered. So there's a lot of complexity here. No accomplishing. Feel the effort, feel the resistance, and observe it as much as possible from a place of peace. Slowly raise up. Center yourself, rest your legs, rest in God, rest your mind. As good as a massage feels, if we make the massage only about the body, it's not near as valuable as if we get a massage and use the release and use that feeling as a way to remind ourselves that we can relax in God. Relaxation is our true nature. I need do nothing. But I need do nothing, which is a line that comes out of the Course, is a frame of mind. It's a state of mind, not necessarily a non-doing in form as a body. Now, Turn and look at the right knee. Yeah. And slowly curve your torso toward it, forehead toward the right knee, right hand on the bolster, pressing down, moving a little extra sort of balancing weight into the left sit bone. You curve the spine, you close your eyes. Legs are active, heels are centered. Gentle, gentle in your approach, but firm in the details, firm in your commitment. It's okay to raise up and back off a little bit and get the details. And can you feel, especially into the left leg and the centering of the left heel and the left sit bone? Feel the curve, feel the compression, feel the effort, and relish in the truth that this effort, this form, this shape, this sensation is not who I am. I am one self, united with my Creator. Thank God. Slowly raise up. It says in paragraph 9, when you fail to comply with the requirements of this course, you have merely made a mistake. This calls for correction and for nothing else. No judgment, no beating yourself up, no hypothetical situations that we make up to justify. To allow a mistake to continue is to make additional mistakes based on the first and reinforcing it. It is this process that must be laid aside, for it is but another way in which you would defend illusions against the truth. Let all the errors go by recognizing them for what they are. They are attempts to keep you unaware you are one self, united with your Creator, at one with every aspect of creation, and limitless in power and in peace. This is the truth, and nothing else is true. I am one self, united with my Creator, at one with every aspect of creation, and limitless in power and in peace. And we'll change the shape up, and you'll lie on your back, have your head on the floor, spin around, head on the floor, knees bent, feet on the floor, and then you'll slide the bolster underneath your thighs. Stretch your legs out so the knees are supported, heels on the floor. And if doable, interlock your fingers under your head. And slowly turn your head to the left. Nice and easy. Let your body relax now as a reflection of your relaxed and healed and whole state of mind. I am one self. There's no duality. There's no war. There's no other. I am one self. Say these 4 words to yourself several times. and see if you can feel the meanings that the words convey. Sink into your mind. You are one self, united and secure in light and joy and peace. You are God's Son, one self, with one Creator and one goal: to bring awareness of this oneness to all minds, that true creation may extend the allness and the unity of God. And bring your head back to the center and switch the interlock of the fingers. Just rest a moment. Feel the weight of your head and your hands. Feel the openness of your heart, the ease of your breath. You are one self, complete and healed and whole, with power to lift the veil of darkness from the world and let the light in you come through. You can't make it up. You cannot do it alone. You can't do it yourself. You let the light come through to teach the world the truth about yourself. Slowly turn to the right. You are one self in perfect harmony with all there is and all that there will be. You are one self, the Holy Son of God, united with your brothers in that self, united with your Father in His will. Feel this one self in you and let it shine away all your illusions and your doubts. This is your true self, the Son of God Himself, sinless as its creator, with His strength within you and His love forever yours. You are one self, and it is given you to feel this self within you and to cast all your illusions out of the one mind that is the self, the holy truth in you. And bring your head back to the center. And gently bring your arms to your sides. Resting here, can you feel the plea, the call to love? This moment, and hearing these words and my voice and lying here in this shape is no accident. You answered the call. Do not forget today. In paragraph 14, we need your help, your little part in bringing happiness to all the world. and heaven looks to you in confidence that you will try today. Share, then, its surety, for it is yours. Be vigilant. Do not forget today. Throughout the day, do not forget your goal. Repeat today's idea as frequently as possible and understand each time you do so, someone hears the voice of hope, the stirring of the truth within his mind, the gentle rustling of the wings of peace. That's so beautiful. It's like in the movie with George Bailey, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Every time we remember our line, remember our oneness, we practice truly, the world is one more step closer to its wholeness and its healed nature. Bend your knees and push the bolster away with your feet. Stretch your arms and legs. And when you're ready, roll onto one side and push yourself up. Yeah. And bring your hands to your heart as an outer expression of our consistency, our commitment. We answered the call. Now let's do our part. The wholeness of creation depends on our part. Namaste. Yeah, the wholeness of creation depends on our part, and our part is returning to it. It's like returning to the sonship. We get to go home. Yeah, to the love we never left. All right. Thank you so much. Have a happy day.